Hi everyone, it's me, Groucho, and today I'm going to be watching a cover of The Sound of Silence by low bass singer Geoff Castellucci, who, by the way, if you didn't know, in all those Hobbit songs, was all one guy. Many of my commenters have recommended checking out a lot of different songs by Geoff Castellucci and by Voice Play, his a cappella group. This song in particular drew my interest because it's one I'm familiar with, first of all. I know this song, I know it pretty well. When I was young, in high school, in band, I remember it wasn't this song. I guess it was Scarborough Fair is what it would have been, the song that I had to play on a flute. I remember being very intrigued when I picked up that piece of sheet music and learned to play it by the soft beauty of Simon and Garfunkel. And I remember diving into their discography a little bit. Obviously, The Sound of Silence is like one of, if not their biggest, most well-known and well-beloved songs. But I've heard various versions of it. I am personally a pretty big fan of the Disturbed cover, which I know sounds so strange if you've never heard that before. It's surprisingly pretty. But I was really curious to know what the deep, low, resonant voice of Geoff Castellucci was going to sound like singing this soft, serene, beautiful, and somewhat melancholy song. So, I have a lot of Geoff Castellucci to listen to. You guys have recommended so many songs to me, and don't worry, I'm gonna get to all of them at some point. But I wanted to start off with a few tracks that I'm a little more familiar with, so this was the first one I wanted to dive into, and I am really excited to see what he does specifically with this song. Ooh. I love the piano. It's so beautiful.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Okay.
I've come to talk with you again because a vision softly creeping left its seed while I was sleeping, and the vision that was planted in my brain still remains within the sound
Nice.
of silence.
His voice is perfect for this song. Perfect for it. There's an interesting little cut there. I like how they did that.
In restless
Thank
dreams I
you.
walked alone, narrow streets of cobblestone, neath the halo of a street lamp. I turned my collar to the cold and damp, when my eyes were stabbed by the flash
that
of a neon light.
Splash of pink light there.
Split the night and touched the sound of silence, and in the naked.
I meant to pause it before he started going into the next verse, but I was enjoying that piano melody a little bit too much, so I paused it at a bad time, and I'm sorry about that. But I just wanted to talk a little bit about I don't okay. Let me my history with music is that I've participated in a lot of musical activities. I was in choir as an alto singer, and for a brief time I was a tenor, and I did play the flute in both concert and marching band for most of my school career. I also play the ukulele and still sing. I just don't have quite the range I used to have. But all of that said, I feel like all of those things for me have always been sort of a hobby or something that I just do for myself because I enjoy it and it is cathartic to me. It's never something that I've really pushed or advertised too deeply as like an artistic facet of who I am. And so because of that, I've never spent too much time studying or researching the true depths of what you can with music because it goes deep. I don't know a whole lot about music theory. In fact, close to nothing. I don't know a lot of music terminology. A lot of the comments that I've received on the previous Geoff Castellucci videos that my friend Alchemistic and I recorded together kind of went over my head a little bit because there's just a lot I don't know. But one thing that I do know is that as someone who sings, I'm hesitant to call myself a singer, but as someone who enjoys singing, there are certain songs that I will sing or attempt to sing, and immediately it'll feel like maybe this isn't right for my voice. Maybe my voice isn't the right fit for this song. I don't like the way that it sounds when I sing it, even if I don't think I have a bad voice. And there are sometimes songs that when I sing them immediately click, and it's like, this song was made to be sung by someone who sounds like me. And I very much feel that with this cover right now. It wasn't necessarily a thought that I had listening to Icy Fire or Over the Misty Mountains Cold, though I obviously thought that Geoff's voice was gorgeous singing those songs, but it was something that kind of sparked in my head, just in the first half of this video, where my brain was like, this song was meant to be sung in this register. This song was meant to be sung by someone who sounds like Geoff Castellucci. It just makes sense. It fits. It's really, really beautiful. And I don't necessarily know what the science behind that is, but it's definitely something that struck me. So I just wanted to mention that. Yeah. I don't know. Let's keep listening.
And in the naked light I saw 10,000 people, maybe more. People talking without speaking. People hearing without listening.
I like seeing that light in the
People
background.
writing songs
Okay.
that voices
Little harmonizing.
never shared. No one dare disturb the sound of silence.
And I like that he's done a little something different with it too. He's made it his own a little bit more than I was even anticipating.
Fools said how you do not know. Silence like a cancer grows. Hear my words that I might teach you.
Is that all his voice? All of that harmonizing?
Arms that I might reach you. But
Oh.
my words like silent raindrops fade.
Interesting.
Echo in the waves of silence. And the people bowed and prayed
All right.
to the neon god they made.
This is what HMI in the background.
It's one day in the words that it was for me. In the sense and the words of the prophets are written on the subway walls and tenement halls and in the sense of
I was hoping for that drop. I like that. away from that hot HMI light. Back into that melancholy. Very well done. Cool. Cool. That went in some directions I wasn't anticipating.
Hey y'all, Geoff here. Thank you so much
Hi.
for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the video.
I
This
did.
video was made possible by awesome people just like you. And of course, everyone
Thanks,
over
guys.
at Patreon, but especially Holdra Draco, Sarah O, Laura Mueller, Patricia Schumann, Debbie Goodling, Emily Zabst, DeGeneral Harris, Carl and Melanie Thomas, Asa M. Lagnestall and Dorothy Brune, and Debs Badger. I appreciate all of you, and I'll see you next time.
Oh, what a sweetheart. All right. I'll leave this up. Yeah, that was cool. It definitely, I felt like the first half of the song was pretty true to the original melody, and there wasn't too much of straying away from that original sound. And then he really took it, and like I said, he made it his own. And he did it really well. It worked. It doesn't always. I think sometimes when people do cover songs and they sort of take liberties with the melody and veer off and do things a little differently, sometimes it can be a little strange, or it can, as you know, someone who's been a fan of a song or knows a song really well, can be a little unsettling, or maybe kind of make you step back and be like, I think I like the original better. I don't know if I'm a fan of what they did with that, but I think that what he did here worked really, really well. A little bit nostalgic for me to listen to this song, as I was saying at the beginning of the video, just going back to my old band days and sort of discovering all of this music for the first time. It's been a pretty long time since I've listened to any version of The Sound of Silence, but it was like no time had passed, and absolutely Geoff Castellucci's cover is the only way I would have wanted to do it. So thank you guys for recommending this to me. Thank you for recommending, in general, Geoff Castellucci and voice play songs. I have so many that I have a list of that I'm excited to dive into, and now that I've listened to this, I feel like I'm even that much closer to y'all as a Geoff Castellucci fan community, and I couldn't be happier about that. So thank you guys again. Let me know if there are any other songs, whether they are by Geoff Castellucci or by voice play or by literally anyone else, that you'd like to see me listen to and react to. I am all ears. Let me know in the comments, and please don't forget to like and subscribe if you like the content. I will be back, and I will see you on the next one.